Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to Big Brother, where we are here to discuss Big Brother UK 2025, and we're here for the boring final week.
Boring week.
No twerking.
No. Oh no.
No swearing.
No.
No slagging off Christians. Well,
no.
there may be on this podcast, who knows?
No slurs. No.
No, haven't had half a bottle of wine and turned transphobic.
No. Well, there's now more alcohol in the house because Caroline's not drinking it all. Apparently,
I know. Jenny said she can now she doesn't have to hide wine; she can just drink it slowly.
Because Caroline must have drunk it really quickly. That kind of explains a lot about her shouting around the house by the evening time, doesn't it? And her slow hangovers. Hello, I'm Alex, by the way.
Hello, my name is Ben.
Good. And if you want to get in touch with us, you can find us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. And on there, it's got all the links to our social media. Also, how you can watch or listen to us on your favourite podcast apps or YouTube. Don't forget to comment underneath the video if you're watching us on YouTube or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe. Follow us, ring the bell, give us 5 stars, give us a thumbs up, all the good stuff that helps the show grow. And if you'd like to see us grow further, then you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful. And on there, you can give us a £5 donation, which helps with the show also.
Wow.
Ben's cracked open Caroline's
Instagram. Caroline's Instagram, right? This just goes to show how pathetic she is, because I was a fool. For the last few weeks, I kept trying to defend her, and I kept saying to myself, don't defend her, because when she comes out of the house, she's just going to be an idiot. I've been burnt before. Last week, I was defending Emily. I'm going to defend Emily in this episode. Will I be burnt again? Maybe. Who is the fool? Caroline's post, right? Her first post since being out of the house is a picture of her from Big Brother.
Her promo picture.
I can't stop laughing at the response I'm getting. Everyone, what fools, laughing face, right? Which is fine. The people she's tagged in this post are ridiculous.
I'm looking at that.
She's tagged Big Brother. She's tagged a local pub. She tagged a podcast called Who'd Have Thought It, which she runs. She's tagged The Sun, The Daily Mail, BBC East Yorkshire, Nigel Farage.
Of course she has, yeah.
Why? No one knows.
She wants Nigel to talk about her in his next speeches.
She's tagged GK Berry, Grace from Loose Women and Podcast Fame, and I was subject about it last year. Does she want? Please put me on your podcast, Grace. I'm going to tag you along with Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
A distillery local to her. It's like
she wants free booze.
What fools everyone is. So just the scroll through her Instagram is like a who's who of the Z list, because she's friends. Basically, she's friends with the guests who appear on GB News for like 200 quid.
Brilliant.
Lizzie Cundy, journalist.
Cundy, be careful how you say that.
Known for her brilliant article of I have a squeaky vagina.
I'd read it.
That's who she's in the who's who of those.
How do I get that Substack?
So there you go. That's her friends.
There you go. She's unlocked her social media. Now we can learn all about her, and you can learn about her.
That's who she hangs around with. All the Facebook wino mums who get paid £250 appearance fees to slag off what and whoever they can.
She didn't tag GB News. Give her credit where credit's due.
Well, Nigel Farage, same thing. He owns.
That's true.
40% of it, whatever he does.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
The Sun newspaper is kind of linked because it's a Murdoch franchise with Talk TV, so I suppose she doesn't really need to link those two together either.
And the local distillery.
And pub. Let's be honest, this is what the agency she's doing. She wants a little bit of booze. I'm doing that for booze for some reason. Anyone who's watching the podcast, I did the gesture for money for some reason.
So there you go. That's an update on Caroline's social media world. So
well, good for her. She's keeping busy.
Exactly. And all of her posts before Big Brother were her. She was making videos saying, I'm doing this today because I'm jobless. And she was doing stupid things. Like she was wearing a tracksuit and pretending she was like on benefits. And so.
Well, I'm sure she'll grift for a job now, won't she?
Yes, she's done it. So well done, Caroline. You are the woman we all thought you were.
She's the right-wing grift version of Natalie Cassidy.
Just do this now. So just be racist now. Just being transphobe now. Just being blah blah now. So there you go. So on to the boring week.
Well, let's start off by saying that the first thing the housemates did when Nancy and Caroline left was mention to each other, "Oh, get ready for boring week," and then there was like a 5-second silence, and that really did feel like that was the way this was going. So it was like boring week.
We're not boring. Cameron was there just eating cereal, and it was like, oh well.
Cameron seemed a bit upset. Cameron seemed not upset, actually. That's the wrong word to use. Cameron seemed a little bit perturbed by the reaction in the house. Like he was a bit
don't know why.
a bit insulted that people were being a bit so joyous and celebratory about Nancy and Caroline leaving. But I do think it kind of lifted a cloud over the house a little bit, because Nancy and Caroline was slowly draining the energy out of that house. Emily and her blooming, I like to have fun, let's have parties, no, let's put some energy in the house. I feel like Nancy and Caroline were the ones who were kind of retracting it from the house more than anyone else.
Yeah, it felt like night one again, where everyone's like, oh, we'll be best friends forever.
Yes.
For a little moment. It felt like that energy, didn't it? Like a reset almost. But like I said last week, when a villain leaves, a new person gets a villain edit. And I did say I'm wondering if Jenny's going to get that, and I'm now wondering if that's what they're slowly eking us into. Jenny the villain for the final week.
It was funny with Jenny, wasn't it? Because she kept saying how if Emily had a really bad day on the actual next day. So after the eviction, they played a game where it was good idea, bad idea. Anyone who remembers the Animaniacs short bit?
Is that where it was from?
No.
I hate the Animaniacs.
No, but there was a bit in Animaniacs when they said, here's another good idea or bad idea. And they'd click on them.
I used to get confused by Animaniacs because it started with like the Warner Brothers, like water. What was that? Water cooler.
The
thing.
water tower.
Yeah, and
That's
like,
where they lived.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand. Like, why are they part of Warner Brothers? I didn't get it. Still don't get it. Why are they part of?
They are the Warner Brothers.
Yeah, but why? What, the Animaniacs?
Yeah, they're the Warner Brothers and Dot.
What do you mean they're the Warner Brothers? What does that mean?
It's the Warner Brothers and Dot.
Well, what's that? What's their names?
They're the Warner Brothers and Dot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I didn't like it to begin with, because I was like, I didn't like the intro.
Because on the Warner Brothers logo, it says Warner Brothers Dot, as in the
Oh, so the characters are called Warner, Brother, and Dot, are they?
No, I don't.
Oh.
One's called Dot.
Okay.
But they say the Warner Brothers Dot.
Didn't know that. Well, I didn't like the Animaniacs
Yeah,
because of that reason, because it was too meta. Like, they lived in the studio. I just didn't like it.
Oh, how could you not love how could you not love the Animaniacs and Chicken Boo, what's the matter with you?
Don't know what
you
that
don't
is.
do what the other chickens do.
Don't know what that is.
He wears a disguise to look like human guys, but he's not a man, he's a chicken.
I just told you I don't watch it.
That was my favourite. When I was a child, it was my absolute favourite thing that basically this whole cartoon was this chicken that used to do like everyday human jobs. And no one recognised that it was a chicken. That was the joke. And then right at the very end, something would happen, like a gust of wind, or someone would come along and steal the jacket of the chicken. And they'd realise that it's like when Superman, Clark Kent takes off his glasses, he becomes Superman, but they don't realise, even though he's just taking his glasses, the chicken takes off his human clothes, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my God, it's a chicken! And then he has to leave town and go to a new town to start his life all over again.
Oh.
I loved that cartoon
Like
so
Octodad.
much. I guess so. I'm too old for that. We had Chicken Boo in my generation.
Right. Anyway, so what was this to do with Animaniacs, this game? You said it was like Animaniacs.
Oh, good idea, bad idea.
That. And what does that mean? You haven't explained that yet.
No, it's just it was a section in Animaniacs.
Oh,
Good
was
idea,
it?
bad
Oh,
idea.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's what they had to do. I mean, the good / bad is up to interpretation by whoever got the eye, I feel. And Big Brother they probably had the same script twice, where they spun it as a good thing or spun it as a bad thing. But
Although one of
really-
them could be seen as good or bad, which was the IOU token.
That's what I just meant. That's what I meant.
Well, I was just clarifying it for the listeners or viewers at home.
Well, what good ones were actually good? The catching
Catching the
net?
eyeballs.
Yeah, but that could be spun like bad idea. There's going to be loads of eyeballs up for grabs, but you can only catch some of them. Cameron.
Space Hopper Race.
What was that, good one or bad?
That was a good idea.
Okay.
I'm presuming that was a good idea.
This could wear you out because it's cardio, boys, and you haven't done cardio in 6 weeks.
Bad idea was the frog. Elsa had to dress up as a frog.
Well, that was easy. You just had to sit there.
As a frog.
Oh, well.
And
She
Marcus
got
had a
an
bad
easy
idea because he had to say who he thought in the house was the most jarring. But really, again, that wasn't for Marcus. That wasn't a bad idea for Marcus.
No.
That was a bad idea for Emily.
Exactly.
But Emily had what was considered a good idea, and that was that but then she had to steal eyeballs from someone. And to be fair, I have to say, Emily was right with her logic. Jenny and Elsa and Tasha have both had their video calls or phone calls from home. I don't know what Jenny's problem is. Her obsession with needing to call phone and like talk to people all the time that aren't in the house. Well, I mean, we agreed with her saying that
The fact that she feels like she should automatically have that right to it. It's like, well, there has to be a decision made.
because Tate said, Tate said to Emily, if it's too difficult, just take my eyeballs. And Jenny said, you don't care about talking to you. And Tate said, no, it's not that I don't care. It's just that I wanted to make it a bit easier for Emily because Emily already can't get a letter from home. And so it must feel a big burden already that she's going to get eyeballs now.
And
that she
Jenny
can't
was
use.
just staring at her while she was trying to make her decision. Like, what do you expect Emily to do? Well, you're giving her evils and not.
Yeah.
I mean, she was refusing to reply or react to anything Emily was saying.
Emily said,
Yeah.
Emily actually said to Jenny, what would you do in this situation? And Jenny just went, nah. And then that's when Tasia and Tasia said, you've got to do what you got to do. It's obviously going to be jarring, no pun intended, but it's what you have to do. And Tate then said, you can take my eyeballs. But Jenny didn't give any other. This is the problem. This is what I hate I hate this in general about people. It's like, I don't like that idea. Okay, what's an alternative? Well, I don't know. Well, then don't say you don't like something then. Unless you've got an alternative to that idea, don't complain that something that's happening to you is happening. So Jenny was complaining that she didn't like this, or she didn't like the way Emily was thinking. But then when asked, please,
What would you do?
Emily, help me.
I don't know. Then she said, maybe I'll just take Tate's. But then that upset Tate. So whatever Emily would have done would have upset someone.
Would have been wrong. But what annoyed me most about Jenny is that she, in the public setting, she made out that she was really pissed off and angry and upset with Emily for what she had done. But when she went into the diary room with Big Brother, Jenny was quite sympathetic about Emily. It was like, it was almost like, not to say that Sam, Nancy and Caroline were correct, it was almost like Jenny was playing a game and deliberately trying to make the audience feel sorry, basically sympathise with what Jenny was thinking. But so why did Jenny go into the diary room and say, "Oh, Emily had an awful time. I feel really bad for her. She had to sit in the jar. She got they found out that she voted for Tasia 3 times. She had a really bad day. She had to take away eyeballs. She took away Tasia's. But then went outside the diary room. She's like, what a fucking bitch. I can't believe she did
Take
it.
my eyes.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
Jenny.
Tasia also isn't innocent in this either because, like, when they exposed who Emily voted for, and they exposed that she'd voted for Tasia 3 out of 4 times, and then there was the IOU bit, and Emily then had to go back outside to the jarring place, and Tasia stayed on the sofa, and she was like, "Well, I don't actually care. I'm not mad at Emily." And it's like, well,
Say
get
that
up
to
and
Emily.
say that to Emily, and then there would be no problem. But it's all a bit weird. I don't like defending Emily too much though, because I just know in 7 days' time she's going to post ridiculous things on internet, and I already know what she's like. But here I am defending her because it's just, I don't know.
I did like today.
I feel like she is having a harder time.
She is having a harder time
because she's come in late.
But I liked that we learnt today that Emily's perimeters for dating have widened since she's come into the Big Brother house, and now she's considering that she might actually date someone who's a bit sure. She started off saying left, and then she quickly corrected herself and said, "Well, right with left leanings."
Yeah, not too left.
Not too left. A sociable left, right, or something. I can't remember. the
She's
words.
gagging for a husband. She'll take anyone. She might even go a hippie. She might do. Cameron is kind of hovering around.
Cameron's hovering
sort of
around,
waiting to see if there's a compliment gonna fly his way. Never does.
like a fly around shit.
Yeah.
While Cameron's flying around.
So
Emily.
obviously he
I
was
jest.
waiting for something, but I don't think Emily's got eyes for Tate, not Cameron. Even though Tate doesn't like her, doesn't say much nice about her.
Tate doesn't spend any time with her.
No,
like there's no times when you see Tate and Emily together at all.
Basically, Emily's shallow. She fancies a bit of what Tate is. Who can blame her? It is what it is. And Cameron's not on her radar, but Cameron's kind of... He's spending a lot more time with her, it seems. Like when the jarring thing, he was by her and she wanted to try his sunglasses
Careful.
on. Don't break them.
Don't break my sunglasses.
And then she said, "Oh, I look awful in these." And he says, "Well, your face is too pretty for them."
Yeah.
I mean, too small, pretty. So yeah, I think he likes her, but I don't think it's received the same way. Cameron likes Emily. Emily doesn't like Cameron. Emily likes Tate. Tate doesn't like Emily. Tate likes Marcus.
But the funny thing is that someone like Cameron actually would probably be right up Emily's street.
Yeah.
He's a farmer.
If only he looked like Tate.
So it's an old school kind of like traditional pass down the family.
Yeah. He's not too
business.
left-leaning, but
He's
he's
not
been
too-
interviewed on GB News once during protest, so,
Yes.
the sway's there.
The scales are there.
So
So it's a shame that Emily can't see. I don't know. Maybe it's the snot rag. Maybe it's the double dipping with the beans. But who knows?
that would put me off.
I mean, the snot rag. I couldn't get past the snot rag with Cameron. I'm afraid.
Yeah, they keep showing it.
That snot rag.
Elsa had an idea for breakfast this morning.
Yes,
She was very coy with it. She was sort of looking at all the girls, and all of them were doing their makeup. And she was sort of walking around looking bashful, and they were like, "What's going on, Elsa?" "Oh, nothing. Keep asking me." And we keep getting clips shown to us of Elsa and Marcus in bed with the above camera where it goes, I love you.
The question is, though, Ben, do you love love?
No.
Because Elsa,
I love love.
I love love. I loved that Elsa was going round the house deliberately trying to catch people's eyes so they'd ask her, oh, Emily, what is it? Emily was just going, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
If Caroline was there, she would have said, "Were you fucked last night?" Basically, is what Caroline would have said.
Caroline would have based it to the most bare minimum, and it would have ruined everything. It was beautiful. It was like flower. It was like Snow White having her. Tasia was the equivalent of the birds and the squirrels and all the animals making breakfast for Elsa and Marcus, while they just canoodled in the kitchen. Yes. Tasia cracked me up
because they wanted to make pancakes,
but none of them liked pancakes.
No. Yeah, because Elsa had the idea that she wanted to make pancakes with Marcus for breakfast. She's never cooked with a man before.
No.
Tick number 1. She's never had a man who's spoken to her nicely before. So we all know Ed Matthews is an arsehole. That's go figure. Marcus looks like a 10 out of 10 compared to him. I think anyone looks like a 10 out of 10 compared to him. So Elsa's over the moon. She was asking Emily how to cook pancakes. Sugar. Bit of milk. No, it was sugar and egg.
Milk, eggs, flour, and sugar.
Yeah, you can.
Although I wouldn't do sugar, I've just done what Tasia did, and that's add vanilla thing.
So yeah,
Essence.
when it actually come to making the breakfast, Marcus and Elsa were just hugging each other and kissing.
Yes.
Well, Tasia was there stirring, whisking, pouring, asking them, "Can you pass me a bit of milk?" And they just walked off and started humping up against the cabinet. So yeah, poor Tasia was there slaving away for these pancakes. We never saw the pancakes either.
Well, I don't think
there was
the
no
pancakes.
end. There was no part 3 to this storyline.
Yes.
It just disintegrated into nothing.
It felt like the story never had its completion, but at the same time, I feel like that pancake batter was actually never used because throughout the time Tasia was making the pancakes, Marcus was like, "Do you like pancakes?" And Elsa was like, "No, not really. I just wanted to make them for you." And Marcus was like, "Oh, aren't we silly?" And
I don't
Tasia
like
was
them
like,
either. Yeah, so no one wanted them. So I don't really know what happened there. Maybe we'll never know.
Tasia, I would have had your pancakes.
Yeah, vanilla essence.
Delicious. Actually, no, I wouldn't have because I had eggs in and milk.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no, I wouldn't.
If only Faye Shola was there, she could have made you a vegan, gluten-free version.
Oh, Faye Shola would have made a delicious pancake, I'm sure.
Did you see that Zila had a house party? No invite, but...
Zila?
He had a house party.
Pardon?
Which was Big Brother themed.
Right.
All the guests turned up, so there was... the Big Brother chair turned up. They were like,
is that a guest?
They were like, yeah, but they were like very specific costumes of Big Brother. So
we did a podcast once when we talked about specific Halloween costumes.
So someone came out as a nomination. Faye Shola turned up as Airport Faye Shola from the airport task.
Very good.
Very clever.
10 out of 10.
Herself.
Was George invited?
No.
Oh,
funny that. I don't know why. I think 3 of the guests came as George, so he has an impact.
Well, impact as in no one cares.
Zila went as Will Best, I think.
Lovely. Very good. I'm presuming our invites got lost in the post.
I know we could have come as Big Brother podcast hosts,
yeah,
or as a microphone, for example.
No, we just no. Do you really want to put that effort in? We just come as ourselves and say, "Oh, we're podcast hosts."
But we didn't get any.
Although,
invite,
well, no, I wouldn't do that actually because I think we're getting to the grounds of casual racism. I was about to say, I'll go as AJ.
I think Zila's girlfriend went as AJ, so who cares if it's racism? No one cares.
Pardon? I think we all care if it's racism.
I'll go as Caroline.
yeah, that's it. You go as Caroline.
So I can say what I want.
Yeah, I'll go as Nancy.
So you can twerk. You should go as Nancy's bum. That would have been a costume.
I could go as Nancy's arse.
See?
There you go.
It writes itself, but
if only I could have gone as Nazis. I could have gone as a Nazi. I could have gone as an unemployed Pizza Hut worker.
Exactly. Or a cowboy hat.
I could have gone into cowboy hat.
Or an evil eye, all sorts, but we didn't get the invite, so that was that basically.
No, we did get an invite. It got lost in the post. I'm sure Zila would never forget about us. Mm-hmm. Would you, Zila?
We like to keep a barrier between us and housemates anyway, so we can stay impartial.
I don't know. Party's a party.
So yeah, the pancake thing ended with basically Marcus and Elsa in bed again saying "I love you" again. So that's how that went around.
Lovely.
In a full circle. Tate stood up for Emily.
Marcus made his own batter.
Well, yes, he's probably got. Never mind. He's probably got quite the stew of batter left over.
Unless he's asked Tate to stand outside the bathroom door.
I know we got an answer, didn't we, to my question a few episodes ago where I said, what happens to the men who need to pleasure themselves after 7 weeks of being in the Big Brother house?
You did get an answer to that.
Apparently, there's a system where you
buddy
go in,
system.
one goes into the bathroom, the buddy stands outside on watch and makes sure no one comes past while you're doing something. But that just leads to more questions for me.
Are you thinking about the person guarding while you're doing
That's
it?
just all a bit weird. That's like going to the sperm donors or whatever, isn't it? When like like a nurse is outside waiting.
No,
no,
I'll be fine
can't
with
do it.
that. I'll be fine with that.
You'd be okay with Tate outside waiting, will you?
Oh, I'd be fine with Tate waiting outside. Of course I would. Take him wait inside if he wanted. Take and help. Give me a hand, Tate. Go on, give us a hand.
Right.
Not
so,
long,
yeah.
Tate. Not long to your back to our area.
I know, in a 10-mile radius.
Oh, get the court case coming.
We'll see you in Lidl.
What's it called when you can't go within a certain area?
Oh yeah, restraining order.
A restraining order. Get ready, Tate. You're gonna need a restraining. No. Yeah, we might see him in Lidl.
We might.
We might see him in Tesco. There's a Tesco literally in the centre between where we live and he lives.
You know where he lives.
I do. I told you this. I got inside information.
Right.
I know.
want to admit this
I don't
on
know. I
camera?
don't know his exact address.
Oh, okay, good.
But I know
we're
his
safe.
town. Let's just say. Hi, Tate.
Anyway,
Hope you're enjoying the show.
Tate and Marcus were sticking up for Emily, and they didn't like how Jenny reacted. They were similar to you. They didn't like how she was willing to give up Tate's balls.
Right, Tate.
So that was nice that people were actually, because Tate had a bit of a bad thing with Emily the episode before. So, there's still a bridge to be made there.
I think Jenny's getting a bit cocky. I think for the
But she
cheers
got cheered.
outside, she said herself, oh, I got loads of cheers. It was a double eviction and Nancy and Caroline left and they got really bad boos and I got cheers. If it was me, I'd put it in what's the word?
Don't know.
In
Context?
in context
Oh.
of what the situation. Thank you. In context of what the situation was on that night.
Yeah.
Remembering that
It was
Nancy
those
and Caroline, I think they knew in the house weren't hugely popular. So really,
Well, everyone knew apart from Nancy and Caroline who thought they were popular.
They thought they were great. But if Jenny had gone up for a double eviction up against, argument's sake, Tasia and Elsa, I think that her boos may be significantly less than what Tasia and Elsa's would have been. So in context... Cheers, beg your pardon. So in context, I think Jenny needed to really think that one through better. But because
Just let her have the cheers.
no, look, I'm glad Jenny's happy and I'm glad Jenny feels more confident in her place in the house.
Yeah, now just let her have the cheers.
But I think that she needs to remember that she was up against two people who was pretty common knowledge knew that they weren't going to be
Stuff
staying
like
in the
this
house.
can make people change. This is what happened with Nancy and Sam the first time. Like they got this false sense of superiority because of certain this happens sometimes when you get cheers it can go over two ways and
I think Jenny thinks that they obviously like me because I've got this brash personality and now she's really leaning on it. So Jenny, but and I hate myself for saying this, but it kind of proves a little bit what Caroline was saying. Caroline might have been right on that one. Maybe Jenny does go towards certain people that she knows
I mean we've still got they've got to bid for, they've got the Let's From Home to get still, and they've also got the pass to the final.
That is the thing, is it?
They're playing for it, yes.
They've not have they confirmed that?
They have.
Ooh,
And there's
playing for
also,
it.
I think there's another backdoor eviction happening. And then I guess the votes will then open for vote for your winner. So who's going to get... I don't think the thing to the final is bidding eyes either. I think they're playing a game to win it.
Okay.
Or a task.
Well, you did say that if they did a bid, if it was a bidding thing, do you think anyone would bother bidding? And I said Richard might, but I don't think anyone else would care. It depends. I can't get a feeling of who. Tasia has outright said that she wants the £100,000. I think Jenny has kind of inclined it. Emily, I think, in her mind, she's not said out loud, but I think she'd want the £100,000 too.
I think all of them, apart from all of them, want it.
I don't know.
Although Cameron has said that what would you do with it? I'll put it in savings. So
God's sake, Cameron, do something frivolous. Go on, go a bit crazy. It's £100,000. You could spend like £5,000 and still got 95 left. Go crazy. Go on.
Well, I
Ken.
think the sleuthers online have found out that he comes from a wealthy family, so they're like, so that's what he's like. I'm just going to put it into savings, and people would be like, well, that's not going to change much of your life, is it? So
no.
But that's that anti-Cameron person who keeps posting stuff about him. So
Oh, really?
take it with a pinch of salt.
It's Elsa. Elsa's found a computer in the house, and she's like, clickety click, quickly go online.
Yeah, past the final. Do you think they're just going to try and produce and manipulate this so Emily gets it? to make sure there's a right-wing person to the end.
I don't think it's really that important anymore because there's only 5 more days left. Is it really that important to keep Emily in for that long? I mean, they've literally made Emily. You said that they're trying to give someone a bad edit. I think Jenny. Emily's the one they're trying to do it to, not Jenny.
No, they're giving her the sympathy edit. I feel sympathy for her now, and I'm prone to edits.
In the house, clearly, clear. But in the house, I think they're trying to make Emily the enemy of the people. They're trying to make her like the odd one out. Because she was friends with Nancy, Sam, but as we said before, Nancy, Sam, and Caroline embraced her while everyone else kind of kept her at an arm's length, and that's why Emily leant toward them more.
Maybe there's a reason.
No, look, we've said this before. We thought that Emily would be a bit pain in the arse and a bit annoying, and we were celebrating when she went out after the first hour of the show, and then when we heard that she was coming back, we were like, oh, great. But actually, I've genuinely not got a problem with Emily.
Same. But I just feel like a fool saying it because I know I'm going to be shown a fool in 7 days.
But you have to remember, we're talking about what's happening in the house, not
and I
what
think
happens
she's harmless.
outside.
I think she's okay.
In the
she
house,
just says
she's
stupid
fine.
things on Twitter, but
yes,
we just have to deal with it.
But again, we've mentioned this in the past before as well. She's clearly one of those people that when face to face to someone, she hasn't got the balls to say it to their face. She's a keyboard warrior, isn't she? So she can say it on Twitter and be like, ha, ha, ha. But then when faced to someone that she's done it to, she's clearly can't, because she's not had any confrontations or conversations she's had with other people in the house about not even politics, anything at all. She's always seems to be the one who steps down. Even the one with Tasia, she was kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, I can give you reasons for all 3 of them. We weren't really good friends in the first 2 weeks. And it's like, well, no, Emily, they weren't the reasons you said in the diary room. So just be honest. If you're going to say it, be honest. That's the whole...
What about your temperature check for your winner? Is it still Elsa? Are you still on the Elsa winner vibes?
Oh, Elsa and Tasia. I wish both of them could win, but they're the 2 I want to win.
It's not RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, I think Richard let himself down as well by gloating about Caroline going. I think he needs to be careful with the audience. He was gloating a little bit too much, and also Caroline. The last thing she did was lie to the house, and she told every single one of them, "I love you all so much," and it was all a game and great fun. And
I
thanks
hate you,
so
but
much.
I'll never say anything negative about any of you.
Yeah, and then literally the moment she left the house, they should play the episode of Late and Live to the whole house.
Well, she was on Late and Live last night. I've not watched it, but apparently it was a bit of a mess again. So
she's just a mess.
She's a mess, but that's what we're here for. So there you go. Let us know, everyone, who you want to win, who you want to get past to the final, because we'll be back in a few days' time for another update. I mean, the Big Brother podcast are going to be a bit less for the final week because it's the final week. It's the boring week. All finals of Big Brother are like this. Not much happens now.
Yes.
So it's just what it is. But we'll be back for the important bits.
Oh, did you say the boring week? It's not boring. It's just that we can probably consolidate 2 days now into one episode rather than do a day in one episode. But follow us. Find us on our
the
Linktree.
podcast feed is empty though.
Exactly. Go on our Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and follow us and subscribe on all the socials, but also on our podcast apps and YouTube, because we've got from tomorrow, if you're listening to this as it's aired, we got the first 3 episodes of Traitors Canada coming out. We've also got this episode 2 of Race Across the World, Celebrity UK. And then, of course, we'll be covering the final for Big Brother over the next couple of days, next week. So, I keep thinking we've got UK trades, but we don't have that anymore. So follow us and you'll never miss any future episodes. And if you like the podcast, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coff.e/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 donation. It helps toward the show.
Lovely. So we'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.